Hold on. This never happened before.
Shut.
Stop, come here.
I think we should start out by like knowing the difference between depressed and depression, right? Because some people have depression and then some people are depressed. So being depressed, a better phrase as feeling sad, is a temporary and normal reaction to events that have caused you some sort of emotional pain. What some people mean when they say they're feeling depressed is they've been feeling low lately. That feeling usually goes away on its own and doesn't really impact their lives in any major way. Depression is a long-term mental illness that's characterized by intense feelings of hopelessness, worthlessness, or despair. These intense feelings usually are paired with self-harming, destructive, or manipulative behaviors. Okay.
Yeah, I never say I have depression.
I never
just say
I'm depressed.
Because I don't think I've ever had depression. Like, it's not a like long-term thing.
It's not like I deal with it all the time.
If I ever said that I had depression, I meant depressed. Like,
Yeah.
I don't, like, I've just been depressed, but, like, I'm, like, good now.
For sure.
That's
Lately,
good.
I've been depressed.
You think so?
I know so.
Yeah.
Why?
I just be sad and down and like.
Really?
What is like
Ooh,
the
just-
feeling to you? Because I feel like depression feels different to everybody.
The feeling to me is just like I don't want to do anything. Nothing motivates me.
Mhm.
Like not even the things that would normally motivate me, they don't motivate me. Yeah, and just like wanting to stay in your bed all day
Yeah.
and not do anything.
Bed rot.
I feel like what gets me out of like being depressed is like I'm forced to do something. Well, not forced. I wouldn't say forced. Like I have to do
Recommended,
something.
maybe?
Yeah.
Like business wise, like I'm never, no matter like what state of mind I am in, like I'm always gonna make sure I get my business done because like if I don't do that, then like there's
What is there going on?
What do you
What's
think
happening?
like triggered you being depressed?
probably like the Brooklyn hate train.
Really?
Yeah. And I don't like comments and stuff get to me,
Yeah.
but it's just like
Well, it gets to a
it's been
point.
going on for some months now. Like
Yeah.
Do you
so like y'all want to know something? I was actually kind of happy when TikTok shut down because then like the Brooklyn hate train was gone.
'Cause you
I was
can't
happy
comment.
for them few hours.
Do you like believe any of the comments? Like, is that what makes you depressed? Is like you believe them too, or is it just like understanding that people can even think of you that way?
I don't think I believe the comments because I know who I am as a person, but it's just like seeing thousands of people look at you in like a certain way, and that's like not how you are.
Yeah.
Like I feel like y'all have been with me like on a day-to-day basis.
Right.
And y'all like see like how I am in real life. Like I'm not this like mean person and like just always like stuck up and mean and like angry.
Yeah.
Like I feel like I'm like a light in a room. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like, I
Yeah.
always give fun vibes. Like I'm always uplifting other people.
Yeah, you
know what
are.
I'm saying? But it's like that's not what the internet sees. And it's like they could see that, but it's like of course anytime something happens, people are gonna clip you and make you seem to be like that one clip. In one clip, I could be like, shut up. Not everybody thinks I'm just like out here trying to be
By
that type of
everyone,
person.
yeah.
When it's like before that, I was like, no, I really apologize to so-and-so because this, and this. No one sees the good clips. So like, you
Right,
know.
because those aren't what go viral. So.
Yeah, no. But
What gets clipped is you, like, acting crazy. Because that's what's gonna, obviously.
That's what gets views. Yeah.
yeah, but it makes you look some type of way.
Right.
So I would say the Brooklyn hate train definitely started that, like the feeling of depressed, like the recent feeling of that. Like,
How long have you been feeling like that for?
I don't know. I don't count the days.
But like estimated time.
Maybe like
A month?
2.
2 months.
Because I think the thing about your hate train is like it's been like non-stop. Like they
And
find
that's
one
not even
issue
the
after
only,
the other.
That's not even the only thing. It's like, okay, the Brooklyn hate train, but it's like the only thing that people see on social media is what I allow y'all to see. You know, family stuff, not saying like it's like my family's bad. It's just like everybody has their own emotions in the house. And it's like, I feel like you take that on because you're so worried about everybody else. Well, I am. I'm so worried about everybody else and making sure that everyone's fine.
Yeah.
That, like, I guess I take their emotions in or something. I don't know how to
It's
explain
like
it. but
empath,
it's like,
low-key.
Yeah, so it's like, okay, the Brooklyn hate train, but then it's like, oh, the anniversary of somebody dying.
Yeah.
And then that gets on my shoulder as well.
Right.
And then it's like, oh, my brother, then that gets put on my shoulder as well. It's like just so much stuff
Well, that obviously like online doesn't know about.
that nobody knows about, but it's like, so of course, you know, everyone's gonna think, oh, Brooklyn's like this because everyone hates her on social media. No, Brooklyn's not like that because of that. Yes, it plays a part, but
Well, and I think like another big thing about it is that when people are depressed, they tend to act differently and lash out and act in different ways that you wouldn't normally see. And I was actually wondering if maybe like some the things that you're going through right now with like the fighting with people online and stuff like that was a part of, you know, like lashing out and trying to defend yourself and like make yourself better, like feel better at a time of feeling low, you know what I mean?
I feel like when I recently when I lashed out, it's not. I don't know how to explain it. When
You
I
got it,
recently
girl.
lashed out, it was because I'm tired of people playing with me. Like,
Right.
you're not finna keep playing with me.
Yeah.
I don't like that, especially when like, if I'm close to you. And I go and say something about you, everyone's gonna believe it because I'm right here with you all the time, 24/7. Everyone's gonna believe that. So it's like, okay, I have to defend myself, but it's like, everyone's not gonna believe you just because you say.
Brooke, what I think would be good is just like, obviously, like I think you should still do like your social media and keep up with it, but like maybe just take a tiny step back, like a detox moment, because of everything that's going on. Not because of what you're doing on social media, but because of
How they're
how
reacting.
It would just
how it's making you feel. Like it's impacting you in ways that like aren't healthy. Like in the sense of like you shouldn't be feeling depressed for 2 months because some people have stuff to say. You know what I mean? It doesn't make sense. Like you shouldn't
Well, it's not only
have to. No, I know, but I'm saying that social media and the comments are also a part of what's making you upset. You could also mute your comments,
Well,
but
and
I
I
feel like
think,
that looks
like,
weird.
I think like the last time I'd seen you before this, when we were first originally filming, like when I walked in the room, like I love you to death, but I could just tell like you were off. You know what I mean?
when
It was when the whole like original hate train had started, like the OG hate train.
When we filmed last time.
And somebody had told you to like trip on a shoelace. You know what I'm talking about?
no, they told me to tie a shoe. They said, I hope she accidentally wraps a shoelace around her neck, or whatever.
Yeah. I feel so bad because originally when the situation had happened, I had said, I was like, Brooklyn's gonna be fine, you know what I mean? Because like I had seen the hate, but I was like, Brooklyn's gonna be fine. Like she's like the strongest person I know. But like I don't say strength in a way of like you never care about anything. I genuinely just know like you're the strongest person I know. And then when I saw you, like I had realized just like by looking at you, like it was actually affecting
You
me.
realize I'm not the strongest person.
No, you're still the strongest
You're
person
still
I
strong.
know, but it's just like you never let your emotions slip up, and I actually realized like, okay, my girl needs a friend, like, you know what I mean? Like, I just felt bad because I wasn't there for you like the way I should have been, and I think like that's what's so hard about it too, like, and like with depression is like people never realize like actually like what's going on, you know what I mean? Because everybody tries to like put on like a happy face and like get through and smile. Like, I hate talking about that kind of especially like other people, like, oh my god, like it's like, ugh, it's the worst, you know what I
Even
mean?
the strongest people in the world, like the strongest like people in the world are gonna feel emotions, and honestly, it just makes you stronger. That like if you're feeling emotions and taking them in, like and getting through them, when you don't feel stuff and try to ignore it, because I used to do it all the time. I'd be like, I don't feel anything, like I don't care.
Yeah.
When I did that is when I was probably at my weakest because I put it off so much, and then once I finally let everything in and let it hit me, I felt like stronger and better afterwards, and I came back 10 times better because I let it affect me, if that makes sense. Like I let it not affect me like physically,
But you allowed yourself to
Someone
feel
else
it.
had said that to me. They're like, it was my best friend, and she's like, you hold shit in so much.
Yeah.
Like, you don't allow your emotions to just, like, you don't
live.
allow yourself to feel your emotions.
Cancer.
And I'm like,
Well, it's
yeah,
like
that's right.
to move past something, you have to accept it. And if you don't let
Yeah.
yourself feel it,
I don't
that's
like
not
it. I don't
accepting
like
it.
No one
Like,
does,
you'll never
because no one
catch
wants
me
to sit
crying
there
about,
crying.
like, Yeah, no.
But nobody likes that. That's a normal feeling. Like, nobody wants to sit there and be sad, but like, once you do sit there and like actually feel it, it's good for you and healthy, and then you can feel it, accept it, and move past it.
See,
Yeah,
no,
that's
I
like-
feel it and don't move past it.
Okay.
Like, I'm gonna sit there and cry for a day.
When I saw you, like, I could, like, tell something was up, of course. And that's not a bad thing. I want you to know that's not a bad thing, Brooklyn. Like, there has been so many times where I walked in a room and I've been the most obvious person because I'm sitting like this.
Okay. Well,
You know
she
what I
was
mean?
not sitting like that.
Sometimes emotions just, like, play like that. But I think that also, like, when it came to filming our last season, like, you can obviously tell, like, something was off with you. You were also, I'd also like to say this, and I don't know if you want this out there, and that's fine, like, but you were also, like, going through a breakup. So it's like, you had this whole hate train and you're going through a breakup, and people are putting in their 2 cents about your breakup too when they actually really don't know anything like that's going on. And so it's like, it's hard, and like, it affected you during the season, like, you think so, right?
Oh, I know so. Like, I literally told, I don't remember who I told, but I'm like, yeah, when y'all watch this next, like, episodes that come out, you're gonna see, like, something's off. Like,
Yeah.
I'm just, like, so quiet and not
made a
really, like,
joke on the
engaging.
episode.
Huh?
I think you made a joke on the episode.
About being depressed, yeah.
Yeah. Like,
Oh, I made a joke. It wasn't a joke. It was not a joke.
I think it's hard, like, when it comes to work and, like, staying professional, you know, and trying to, like, be 100 when you are, like, struggling with such a hard thing. And especially when you're struggling because of your work, like, that's, like, a whole different story. Like, you were, like, struggling because of people, like, commenting on your work, you know what I mean?
I
Why do you
love
what?
a good crash out. Let's crash out and cry.
If I crash out, this whole set will be up.
Aubrey knows it. I love a good cry.
You don't
I
want me to
really
crash out. I'll start throwing
Keep
cameras.
going.
Keep going, Sophie.
I actually, like, try physically not to cry. Like, if I can feel myself crying, like, with everything in me, I'll be like,
Even if you're like just home in your room.
yeah. Even actually when I'm alone, like, I feel like I look like, and this is, like, not, like, a good thing, but I feel like I just look like a pussy, you know what I mean? Like,
If you cry.
what are you even,
Yes.
like, what are you even crying about?
No, I'll
Yes,
cry. I'll
like-
cry and then I'll get embarrassed. I'm like,
Why are
wait.
you crying?
No, what?
Like, what, like, yeah,
Wait.
like, I'll just think, I'll be like,
That's
what am I even crying about? Like, for real, like, get up, you know what I mean? And I feel like it just, like, shows myself, like, you're being, like, a you know what I mean? And, like, especially in front of other people, like, oh, it's not happening today. Like, if, like, I try so hard, and I hate when I cry in front of other people. That's it makes me so
I
mad.
hate it too.
I don't love crying in front of other people.
Story time about Aubrey and me.
Oh my gosh.
tell you to
I
keep
feel like I already
going
know
or
what you're
what?
gonna say.
Wait, what do you think?
It's from yesterday?
No.
Oh, go.
Yesterday. You guys were crying yesterday?
Yeah,
No, it was
yesterday
the
I
last
was
time-
crying in the car and Brooklyn just came over and hugged me.
Oh, I'm sorry I was in the car and I did not notice.
Actually, Sarah was like the only person there for me when like I went through some crazy. But anyway,
Our bad.
so I think like this is like the last time we were filming, and then like I'm about to get in the shower or whatever. And like right when I'm coming out of the shower, I just look at Aubrey and I break down crying. Like it was so bad, and I'm like, bro, I don't even cry in front of people.
Yeah.
I was like, come Brooke, come here.
You're
Come
special,
here.
girl.
Come here.
Like we're close. We're locked in. We're locked in.
Yeah.
What was making you cry?
I think it was the breakup.
Yeah.
I have a picture of me actually crying.
In the shower?
Ooh, go girl.
Show us,
on
girl.
the couch when I'm like I was laying with you crying. Do you remember?
Yeah, and I was like rubbing your feet maybe? I was like tickling something and you were crying.
What?
Like tickling like her like legs or something.
Wait,
You know, just,
You
like-
always do that when someone's crying. You'll go like this.
Yeah.
You're just like.
Well, because I just like love to be tickled and I feel like it's nice and like
So it's like, this is what I would want
Like
to
a little
be done,
warmth.
so I'm gonna
Yeah,
do
a
it for
little
you.
You
warmth.
don't like being touched though. Like
no.
you don't.
Yeah, I really.
There's like certain excuses.
There's like certain moments of joy and happiness where I love to indulge in a hug or something like that. I don't know. I feel like I'm just such like a personal person. Going through like your camera roll, like it can be so hard because you do have so many memories and like so many things grow and change, and like you'll look back and be like, damn, like you're a whole different person. You can even see it in yourself, like such a different person. The people you're around, it can be like really hard and sad. Like sometimes I'm like, oh my gosh, I wish I could just teleport back and like be in
Right.
that moment, you know what I mean? Or even sometimes I'll be like, I wish I could teleport to a week ago. Like life can change so fast. It's like actually, it's hurtful.
I think that's like my thing. Is like nostalgia though. Like I like that. Oh my god.
Yeah.
I feel that so much. Like I want to go back all the time to things. And I think the problem is that like with me especially, like I don't realize how good a moment is. And like I film a lot of stuff, but like I don't realize how good it is until it's gone, and then I'll see the memory and I'm like,
I miss, yeah. You never like
Yes.
capture the moments then, it's always later on.
no, literally.
Right.
You
Like,
always feel it later on.
my prime example too is like I feel like my birthday, like I didn't like there was a lot of stuff that happened on my birthday that I was just like like there was like a lot of like sitting around and stuff where we were like okay, we're bored, whatever.
But even
But-
those moments are nice.
I
No, like
know.
one
Like,
of
to
my
just have the
favorite
presence.
Yeah.
memories.
You
know
didn't
what I
realize
mean?
how much it was gonna be like a core memory.
No, literally.
I know.
I had
That's
no
how it
idea.
goes. Aubrey, like when like, you know, everything had happened, I'm sure obviously you were depressed. Like I don't think that
Yeah.
any functioning human would ever not be depressed. Like having things like that happen. Like how did it feel to you, you know?
So specifically during like that time of my life, it's like all within the same 365 days, I lost my 2 only father figures, like that I actually like knew, you know? So it's like, and obviously my mom and my family did not handle it well. Like, and so it was very lonely and it was very isolating. And it was like, obviously like kids, even at this age, like they don't understand that, you know? It's like, we're so young. Well, I was so young at the time, and just like like obviously a lot of people do, but like a lot of people like we know don't lose their parents, you know. So it's like you can't really like bond over it, if that makes sense, and like you don't even know what to say and how to talk about it. So it's like I definitely did get depressed, and I isolated myself, stopped talking to my friends, like even my brother and I were still like decently close, I would say, but like there was like a breakage between us, you know? And it's like we had such different relationships with the both of them that it was like even almost for a minute we couldn't even relate. And so it's like I did get depressed and I ended up like partaking in a certain action. And it's like I end up waking up and I like run to my mom's room and my body is like shaking and my heartbeat is like so fast, and I like wake her up and I'm like, Mom, like I did something. And she's like low-key freaking out. She like doesn't know what to do, and I'm like laying on her bed. She's like trying to measure my heart rate, and it's like 4 a.m. maybe, like at night. Oh, I guess in the morning, but whatever. And I remember she tried to make me eat, and I couldn't necessarily because there was just so much going on, you know. Like my body's like, what the hell?
Your body isn't functioning even
Yeah,
properly at all,
literally.
yeah.
And so it's like I can barely even think for myself at this point, and it's like my body just like gives it all up. I end up like throwing up everywhere. Like I got so skinny because my body just literally gave up everything it had.
Yeah.
And I remember like my brother had walked into the room, and my mom like looked at him and she was like, he deserves to know. And I just like looked at him and I was like, girl, why are you doing me like this? Like, girl, like, are you serious? Right? Like, that's my twin, literally, and like mentally, like, are you serious? Like, why? Who would want to tell them that?
Yeah.
And so I'm like sitting there, and she like tells him what happened. I remember he just looked at me and left, and he just didn't say anything. He just went to his room and shut the door, and I just sat there and I was like, this isn't
What you
the
want.
solution.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I have a family, and it's like we've lost so much for me to do that. It's like I don't want to say it's selfish, but like it's selfish, you know? Like,
Yeah.
like it's just. It wasn't,
Like to take yourself away.
I
from
don't
it, too.
regret it because it did make me realize like I have a life and I get to live, you know, I get to experience this sorrow and this despair and like this crave of like, oh my God, like I have this dream, I wish, I have to sleep and that's the only way I can think
and
of
like
them,
feeling
you know?
pain too.
So we like ended up like all talking about it or whatever, like moved past it, but I would say like that was my most just why moment in my life. But I think after that had like partaken, I like realized my why,
Yeah.
you know?
You answered your own question. But like in such like a horrible way. Like
Right.
I remember like when you had first told me like about that story, like I was like so devastated because like I just couldn't even imagine like with how close we were to like
Right.
not when you had done it, but the time you had told me like we were
Yeah,
like
because
so
I didn't tell anyone at
anyone.
that time. I told
Yeah.
2 people,
Yeah.
and they were like my best friend.
and like once you had finally told me like we were so close, and it was like if that had the whole thing had gone through, like we would have never been close. Like
Right.
I would have never experienced like being close with you or like
Right.
anything that we have right now, including even girl talk. Like I don't know, it was just like it was like god awful to think about, and I was like
Right.
think like whatever the happened that day that it didn't actually happen. You know what I mean? Like oh, I can't even imagine. Like
yeah,
oh no. Like, actually, no.
dude.
I think we're all very happy that that didn't go through.
yeah, thank you.
I mean, like blessed, like for sure.
Yeah.
Like that's some kind of angel somewhere that's Maddie. Like,
Yeah.
she said no, dumb.
Yeah.
Yeah, she said
like,
we're
girl,
not
bye.
playing games.
Girl, bye. Funny joke,
We're not
funny
playing
joke.
games.
Yeah, get the f*** off.
Good try. Get
Yeah,
up.
right.
Yeah, I think the other thing, like, and I've talked about this like with my mom before, is like for teenagers, like I feel like there's so many more teenagers who are depressed than any other age, and it's because when you are a teenager, like you feel emotions so much more than any other age. Because when you're younger, you're kind of naive, like whatever, and then like when you're older, like you've already gone through the stuff and you know how to live life pretty much. Like when you're a teenager, it's straight up just like figuring everything out and like
Right.
everything's, you know, about first times and learning and experiencing. When you're a teenager, like there's the thing that teenagers know something that nobody else does, you know what I mean? And you only get to feel it when you're here. And once you grow up and you get older, you don't remember what it felt like. And when you're younger, you don't get to experience it yet. I think it's like hard, like when you have certain discussions about like somebody else go. I don't want to talk anymore.
No, go ahead.
There we go.
No.
Go. Hold on. This never happened before.
Shut.
Stop, come here.
We're here, girl. Take your time. But yeah, it's definitely a very universal experience for many people. And yeah, I do agree. I think that teenagers are learning a lot about themselves, a lot about what depression even is. And it's like, luckily we're in a generation now where like depression is a lot more recognized, and it is a lot more, it's not necessarily as embarrassing as it was like when our parents were kids, you know? Because for them it was kind of like, girl, stand up, wipe your knees, you know, walk it off. But now it's like you can get help. Obviously help isn't always useful, you know? Sometimes it's like, for instance, I used to go to a therapist. That girl did not help me at all. Like, she did nothing for me. I lied to her all the time. Girl, yeah, I'm good, I'm chilling. But I mean, that also could have just been me not wanting to talk about my stuff, for real. But like, yeah, I kind of just not wanted to do it anyways.
Yeah.
But yeah, I do agree with what you said a lot. And I mean, a lot of our friends have had their own relations with it in many different ways, you know?
Yeah, no, I think that everybody, like, it feels depression at one point, and I think that it's like, you know, something that comes and goes. Everybody gets through it. I think just in general, like, I struggle to talk about it, like, genuinely.
Is that because you've had a relationship with it, or?
Well, like, for sure, like, I felt, like, depressed. Like, I would say the first time, like, that I ever remember being, like, depressed was probably when I stopped being friends with Emery. And, like, I had really struggled with that. And then, like, the next time was probably, like, when we left Gavin's squad. And then the next time, probably, like, out of my first relationship, just everything, like, that was, like, losing my first best friend, and then losing my first friend group, and then losing my first boyfriend. Like, it's literally all, like, the first, you know what I mean? And I think that, like, you know, the reason that I'm crying right now is, like, I just, like, there's something about me that, like, can't talk about it. I don't know why. I hate it so much, but it's, like, you know, I'd love to be able to express how I feel and, like, why I'm feeling that way, but, like, I just, like, can't get it out. And, like, it's sad because, you know, your parents will be like, oh, like, what's wrong? Like, we have to talk about it. It's definitely created issues for me that I can't talk about it, for sure, like, even at home, obviously, because it's, like, there's not an understanding of
Why you can't?
Yeah. But again, I always go back to, I think the reason why is because I'm a teenager and I feel something so much more deeply. So it's like, also on the other hand, I don't even like try expressing it.
Can you finish your thought of like what you were about to say?
I struggle talking about like what I go through because I also feel like I live like a very like blessed and charmed life. So it's almost selfish, in my opinion, for like me to feel like depressed or sad because like
I don't think so. It's like I have a friend and she literally has everything.
Yeah.
Everything. But it's like she's always sad about something.
Yeah.
Because it's like, okay, I have money, but
Money doesn't buy you happiness, really.
money isn't helping me mentally.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I can go buy whatever purse I want, but what is the purse doing for me, like, in here? You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
And it's also like for like people like that, like it can feel like lonely, you know what I mean? Like, because not everybody does have everything, and like maybe like the people that you're around don't have everything, you know what I mean? So it's like, I don't know, like I always just think about like my situation 100% could be so much worse and like so much different. Like I live a very charmed life. So it's like,
Yeah, that's fine, but at the end of the day, you're still a human.
I do get that.
Yeah, you're still, one, you're a human, two, you're a female.
Right.
We're automatically like 10 times more
10
emotional.
times more.
Like a vase could break in your room and you start freaking out, crying. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We're just like 10 times more.
And that's not a bad thing. Like it's what makes the world go round, you know?
No, yeah. But like, I don't think it's selfish at all to feel how you feel.
It's hard when I'm having a hard time, like, oh, like think about like the positive, you know, like, and I have so much positive. So then I just like feel bad that I don't feel happy. Like that's annoying.
It's like you're guilt tripping yourself though into like why, like you shouldn't do that to yourself. You know what I mean? Like don't guilt trip yourself like, oh, I have all this and like maybe somebody doesn't have that. Exactly what Aubrey said. It's kind of like, but at the end of the day, what she said, like that's not
about
what's
that.
happening in here. And like if you feel a certain way, you should 1000%, like, and I know you don't want to talk about it, but like something that I do that really helps me, and I used to laugh at people that did it,
Yeah.
writing in my notes app. I
Yeah.
have
Like journaling.
paragraphs.
Journaling helps a lot.
Because I also like couldn't talk about anything for a while,
Yeah.
and it took me a long time to like come out and like say a lot of things, and like obviously I still have stuff that's bottled up, but it's like I can write about it, express it, and like I feel like it's like me like turning a new page, like getting it out.
And no one's judging.
Right,
Like, it's
and
just-
no
it's
one's
just
in my
right.
notes app locked.
Right.
No
they
one-
don't
Face
lock
ID,
out.
only way to
You
get
lock the
in.
notes.
Yeah.
You don't have to feel bad. Like sometimes I'll type too, and I'm like, oh my god, I feel like terrible writing. Like I don't know, like I'll feel bad because exactly what you said. I feel like we do have it good, but like you don't have to like lie to yourself to make to seem better towards other people, if that makes sense. Like lying to yourself like, oh, I'm okay, I'm fine because I have so much other things. Because those other things at the end of the day do not matter when it comes down to mental health.
Right. I know.
doesn't.
You just a girl.
And like I definitely
Just,
like I'm fine now. Like I'm doing good now. Swear.
So we don't have to lie to ourselves.
I swear on everything, or like I'm getting better. I'm excelling. You know what I mean? I think like I had
You're in the progress.
I'm in progress. I feel like almost like I'm a self-sabotager in certain aspects because it's like I create, you know, the issues and the problems, and even like when it comes to like at home issues and just like my attitude or like whatever. I'm like the problem in the situation, so it's like, oh. So it's almost like trying to like better yourself, but that's so hard to do because I do like myself too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, another hug. I think we should. I can't do this, bro. Sarah
seeing you
crying,
sad.
like, this
Yeah,
is
this is
bad. I hate it.
It's okay, I'm not crying.
Oh, she's not crying.
She's just really tired.
I'm not a pussy, bro.
Oh my god.
That's like literally every time I cry, it's always, I'm not a pussy, I'm not a pussy, I'm not a pussy.
Go, go.
She's just trying to smell my armpit right now. She's crying
Oh, you
because
smell
it
great,
might be a
girl.
little,
Onions!
That's why your
I'm just
eyes are
like-
burning.
I remember this one time I was like, we were at a friend's house and I was like really, do you remember this, Aubrey? And I was really sad about something. It was like going on and I sat in their hallway for like 10 minutes just saying out loud, I'm not a pussy, I'm not a pussy, I'm not a pussy, I'm not a pussy. Because it's like the only way to get myself to stop crying. Like, grow up,
But what?
get up,
But
Like,
get up.
Like, what are you, like, if you want to talk
What is
about
this?
it?
Yeah.
But yeah, like, why?
Oh, what is this?
like, what is this?
Because you keep crying, but you're not really, you're just
Yeah,
kinda,
you're
like,
not really telling
telling
us
us.
the problem.
I think what's hard about it is like, sometimes I don't even like know for myself, like really like what like the, I'm not a pussy, like what the main issue is, you know what I mean? So it's like, I think genuinely it's just like self-sabotaging type. I would say it started in like October. And I just felt like I couldn't do anything right. Like that's really what it was at the end of the day, was like I couldn't get it right.
Like with what, like grades?
Yeah. That was like a big part of it, was like my grades. Like I didn't have the grades that I wanted to have, and like you know, you're gonna have a future and still life, but like in my mind, like without straight A's, like no college, no future. Like that's how I've always had it, you know what I mean? Like that's just how I think. And like also like my parents like obviously know that I can do well in school and academically, so when I wasn't, like I just felt bad for them, like I was a disappointment, you know what I mean? Because like I could have done well, but it was like almost like I chose not to do well, which is like unfair to myself. Like it was just doing myself injustice. So I like felt bad, you know what I mean? And then I felt like I was just like also at the time like going out like a ton, you know what I mean? And I just felt like I wasn't doing anything right. Like I was just like something and somebody like I'm not supposed to be, and I didn't know what to do about it. And I was like, okay, we're gonna, like I had said to myself, I was like, we're gonna keep going until my birthday, and if I'm still having issues by my birthday, we need to figure something out, you know what I mean? Like no matter what that was. And I think I've always kind of felt like I can't do things right, like on the DL, just from, I don't even know how to explain it, but just for myself. I just like everything I do, I'm like, you didn't do that.
You have this like
right.
standard for yourself, and it's like you can't.
Yeah, I never meet it. I'm never there. I have like a bigger goal, bigger dream for myself that I can just never quite hit right. So then I like kept going, whatever. And then I was like getting better just by like kind of ignoring it and like being like, okay, like it's fine, you know what I mean? And just like getting over it, like fine, whatever. Like we're just gonna have to, and then I was like, all right, we're just gonna live with the feeling. Like that's just the way we're gonna do it, you know? Just live with it and accept it and be like, well, maybe that's just who I am. Like I never meet the goal, like that sucks. And like that was like my way of just like nonchalant. And I feel like I just stopped kind of like feeling things in general then, like at that point, because like I didn't want to feel like whatever I was feeling, so I just like stopped feeling things altogether. And like literally I don't care, you know what I mean? Like just everything and anything happening, I was like, don't care. And then I started like having some like issues with my parents or whatever, nothing because of them, but just like because of their concerns for me, right? Which I thought I was eating up, and I was like, no one can tell what the is going on, you know what I mean? Like I thought I was giving like happy face vibes. Apparently I wasn't. Apparently I wasn't, and that they could tell like what was up. And so then we started having issues or whatever, and like I would say like I probably have like maybe attachment issues. I don't know. This I still can't figure out. Trying to figure it out with my therapist, but like I have some kind of issue where I struggle to like let certain things go. You know what I mean? And it's definitely like affected me and my relationship with my family. So then I lost trust, you know, like I don't trust other people, and I don't trust myself even at that point, you know what I mean? Like I trust nothing. I trust myself like with my thoughts and stuff like that, but I don't trust that I always know what I'm gonna do. I felt like I was almost like not in control. Oh damn, it's too much. It's too much to go into. But I feel like almost at that point I didn't trust myself with my own, you know,
Like
emotions.
if something happened that you weren't gonna react how you wanted yourself to react.
It's just, and like I still feel this way. I'm never gonna say like I don't say anymore like, I'm gonna do this or that, because at the end of the day I don't even trust myself that I am gonna do that or that. Like I'm gonna try and I'm gonna pray and I'm gonna hope, but if that's not what actually happens, like I don't want to look like a liar or seem like, you know, I was like fibbing, like I don't know. So it's like I don't even trust anything, and I trust nobody. I don't like to talk to anybody about any of my situations now. And that's nothing personal to everybody else. It's just my personal preference. Yeah. And then I was at the point where I was like, I just want privacy and to be alone and like live by myself and just, you know, like raw and do whatever I want and not feel like bad about it. Like I just didn't want to feel bad anymore. So then I started lashing out, doing that whole gig that like eats the down, you know, getting a little crazy, like doing some like like lock-in. And I like didn't want to be home. I was like never home. And again, love my family, love my parents, good environment, but I made it bad. So I didn't want to be home, you know what I mean? And when you're with with friends, it's a distraction. So of course, like if I'm with my friend and chilling with them, like I'm not worried about, oh, when I go home, I'm gonna have to have a conversation or be sad or feel worthless or whatever, you know, like all that. So I was like never home because I was like, yes, like that's fire. And then yeah, it just kept going and going and going. But then my parents were like, all right, we're done. And they just did the help for me, for themselves, for everybody. And that's pretty much actually why I have all my stuff taken away. That's pretty much why I have all my stuff taken away. It was just because I needed like a reset and time, like if you don't like yourself, like you're not gonna like anything. Like that's really what it is. And I think that's what's hard is because I do like myself, but I do certain things that I know I shouldn't like about myself. And I don't like those things, but overall I just try to like myself, you know what I mean? But those are things that like I needed to like fix and change anyways. So I got my TV taken, my door, my phone, my apps, my computer, my car, grounded. What else did I get taken away?
But why did you get these things like taken? Like, because some of them I'm confused about.
Maybe was your focus just on the wrong?
Like your TV, like that's not social media though, and I thought it was like a break from like.
Because it's a distraction again.
She's not accepting her feelings or her allowing herself to engage. She's like
feel it.
dissociating with all of these other
objects.
Yeah,
You
just
hate bitch. Yeah, it's exactly that. Like using my TV as a way of escaping reality and not thinking about that I have it like hard right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Instead of just understanding it and fixing it. Instead of like getting like, oh, you have it shitty, but you can have it good if you do it. Like that's the thing. It's all about like you and like you can do it. And that goes down to like relationships and everything, which we obviously know like I'm a pro at type. But I do feel like I actually am getting better. Like I hate to give my parents this because like my things are taken away. And also like I've been, as you can tell, this room is like a mess right now and the bed's not made. Like every morning making your bed, just like doing something that's like routine to getting into like good habits.
and establish stability.
Yes, literally. And so I actually do think like it's made me feel better and it's for sure helped. Obviously like I'm still struggling with like little things.
Do you feel like you're depressed right now? Like I feel like that's the most important question that we haven't asked. Like we're talking about past that's been going on, but it's like, are you depressed right now?
I don't.
Because that's what matters.
I don't think that I'm depressed right now.
Well, I'm very proud of you for like letting out because like you don't do like this. Like this is not
You.
I'm proud that you feel comfortable enough to like
Thanks, girl.
be able to, you know, express yourself.
Thank you.
I'm about to cry. I see growth.
I'm like staring at you. I'm like,
I see growth.
I know.
I love
She
this.
was doing like. Don't, guys.
What are you crying for?
I'm not crying. You didn't see a teardrop yet. You just see the eyes watering.
Yeah, but why are you?
They're about in water.
Because, like, can I have a tissue before I my makeup up?
I think another big thing, obviously, is like relationships. I'm sure like we've all felt depressed and like from a relationship, you know what I mean? And I think like
Feel like that's like a big part of like your situation.
I think that in that situation, I'm like at that I don't care thing. You know what I mean? Like I won't feel.
I feel like we all give off that I don't care, but like I try to.
But
give
like
off
care.
Like
But like care
I
so
try to give
bad.
off the I don't care so bad even right now, and it's like
I care so bad.
I care so bad, and it's like especially with everything going on right now. Like I just know like if you love somebody. And like you stop talking to them, the love don't just go away in a snap of a finger.
Yeah.
It's like you still love them.
Yeah.
You might not be in love with them anymore, but you still love them.
Right.
And it's like, damn, if I'm feeling like this, well, this is like my situation right now.
Yeah.
Maybe you guys can relate to it. But it's like if I'm feeling like this right now, and I'm seeing everything on social media, and it's like you're just in the dark, and like people are like bringing you into and making you feel bad. It's like damn, like
No,
it's my
literally.
fault that you have to go through this now, and like it hurts me to like
Watch you go
watch
through
you.
that.
You know what I'm saying? Even though like he's been quiet, and I love that, but it's like damn, like you gotta be a strong person to be quiet because I can't do that. I can't be quiet.
I know like exactly what you're talking about is you still feel that pain for them, like that love, you know what I mean? That's like really what I feel like love is down to at the end of the day is like still feeling hurt for them, you know what I mean? And being proud of them and being happy for them in any moment. And it's just always like understanding that, you know, they're a human too with like those emotions. And I know exactly what you're talking about. When they're going through something, like it makes me sad. Yeah. That makes me sad to see you like that.
I'm down bad, and then it makes me think like, wait, maybe I should I be with you?
then it's like, wait, yeah, because then
Hold
you start to
on
think about it, and you're like,
I don't know. Maybe
and-
I'm delusional.
and you want to send that text, and bro, that's how it always comes back around. Is like, you're like, damn, like I know they're not doing well right now. Like, should I send that text or something? Or like, they know you're not doing well because it's that stupid.
But then it's
that
like-
stupid soul tie shit. It's
Wait.
like stupid.
But then it's like, okay, I feel this way about you, but why do you not feel this way about me? Because why haven't you texted my phone yet?
Right, but you're not
Like,
texting
I'm going
their
through
phone.
way more than you.
I always say
Right.
to Aubrey, like, if you want to, you would. Because you
No,
know
you say,
Oh, sorry.
why would you wait if you could just do it?
Oh, okay, sorry.
That's what she said.
Well, I did it. They didn't answer.
You did?
I called. They didn't answer. And then they text me back from their Gmail, not their number.
Oh, their
It was
Gmail.
like, you called. No, motherfucker didn't call you. Never mind.
Because after
The
they don't
Gmail,
cut, yeah,
okay.
it has to be in the moment. Otherwise, you're irritated after that.
Yeah, but what I was about to say, we got off topic a little bit. Well, maybe we stayed on topic.
No, that's a part of the topic.
Yeah,
is like,
yeah.
you know, like I get depressed thinking about when they're depressed. Like, it's okay. You're gonna live another day.
Oh my
You know
God,
what
I
I
thought
mean?
you were bawling for a minute. Like actually,
Imagine.
I got so concerned. I was like, is she-
No, because then it's also internally like you, but like I feel bad for you. You know. What I mean? I think it comes in all different shapes and forms.
I'm like scared to say what I have to say.
Why?
Because I'm gonna start crying, and I told myself after the death episode, I'm done crying on this show. Like, I am so,
It's tiring, bro.
I'm so done. I'm done. Okay, I know y'all are watching back there. Like, no, I'm done. I promise. Like, okay, let me just say what I have to say and like try not to cry.
Say what you
Okay.
have to say, and then we can.
And then if you see me tearing up, be like, don't be a pussy. Don't be a pussy.
Oh, it actually works. Just when you do it, and I stop crying.
So
Bro,
what I
I'm
was
sorry
saying
to say
is,
that.
I'm like very proud to see like, you expressing yourself because you don't do that, and like you're not a pussy. You're not a pussy.
You're not a pussy. You're not a pussy, bro.
Wait, y'all,
We're waiting.
I can't up my makeup. That's why I can't cry. Hold on.
Yeah, no, your makeup does look really good.
It's the hyping
Spoke
yourself
at
back
herself
up.
in the mirror.
Okay, let me just say. I have to say it like not very.
Say happy.
Sentimental.
Say
Yeah,
that deep.
sentiment. I can't say it's sentimental because I'm gonna cry.
Okay.
Boom. So you're basically like my little. This is helping. You're like my little sister, and to see you grow into the woman that you're becoming is so. Don't cry.
Hype up, hype up, hype up. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, da 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 da.
emotional.
Boom, da 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 da.
Can I just like text it to you later?
Girl.
I don't like this. I'm just proud of the woman that you're becoming. And I can't wait to see like once you're like past all of this. Yeah, you know what it is.
Oh my
Just
God.
gonna leave it there. I can't do it. When it comes to Sarah, y'all, I swear to God, I'm like anything when it comes to her. If somebody play with this girl, like I'm ready to kill. And when I say kill, like I'm actually ready to kill somebody. Like I don't play about this one, or I don't play about you or your whole family. Like
Yeah, it's the same with us though. I love you, Brooke. I need
Can we end
to
this?
cut, yeah. Let's put our hands in. I love you guys all so much. Thank
Don't
you.
ask if they're okay. Okay,
Don't ask,
don't
bro.
ask.
Don't ask.
Don't
come
ask.
over here. Are you okay? It's gonna be okay.
Right, okay. We'll say
Depression.
we're okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're okay.
Yeah.
We're okay.
3, 2, 1. We're okay.